We are live. I got a phenomenal show for all of my sisters, so stay tuned. Check it out. You're not going to want to miss this powerful show, I'm telling you. Brothers, tune in soon. Brothers, tune in as well. We're going live in about 2 minutes. Come on in the building, family. I got a powerful show for you guys. Very excited. I have Tina Ramsey from healthehoneypot.com. We're going to get it in, talk some health, wellness, homeschooling for all you guys interested in homeschooling. So please stay tuned. Very excited. We'll be starting in, I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. All females, you want to tune into this one. I'm telling you, I got a powerful, powerful, powerful sister. So hold on. We're about to start. I'm going to bring her in. She's getting herself together. It's going to be some powerful information for our black queens, but brothers, she's going to kick some knowledge for you as well. So stay tuned, definitely. Another blessed, powerful show. All right, welcome to the Real Truth and Power Live podcast, where we provide health, wealth, knowledge yourself. Remember, learn yourself, man. Learn yourself. I got a powerful sister coming in, Miss Tina Ramsey. She sells a lot of health products, deodorant, stuff like that. She deals with homeschooling. She has definitely a specific product she wants to talk to her sisters about. So let's get the show started. All right, I'm going to bring my sister in, Miss Tina Ramsey from healthehoneypot.com. That's healthehoneypot.com. Hopefully I can get this information out. Everybody, please, this is powerful information we are providing for our community, for our sisters. So please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe and hit the share. And hit that alert button. But please, Facebook, hit the like and subscribe. It's going to be some powerful information that's going out that we're going to provide for our sisters today. And the brothers can take a listen to. It's powerful information. Let me bring my sister in right now. All right. I'm blessed to have my guest, Miss Tina, in. Introduce yourself to the people and give a little background about your company.
Well, my name is Tina Ramsey. I am the founder and CEO of healthehoneypot.com. That's one word, people. That's healthehoneypot.com. And what we do, we specialize in things catered for female wellness. So we provide resources, we provide tools, and also natural products that helps heal the mind, the body, and of course, your honey pot. All natural.
Okay. So where did you get the name Honey Pot? That seems interesting.
I call my woo-ha a honey pot.
So explain some of the things you offer to help out our sisters in the Black community.
Well, first of all, I even forgot to tell you this. I am a certified female wellness and empowerment coach. So with that, I was going around speaking and talking with different females and different teen summit groups because I go into the schools and the community. And everyone was like, I talk about all this stuff, like, what products do you use? Like, and I was like, that's yeah, I talked about the problem, but let me bring you the solution to what I feel is truly beneficial, because there are a lot of companies out there and it's a lot of different products, and as a consumer you get confused on what truly is natural and what isn't because of the way things are labeled. They very crafty in the way that they turn words, and the regular consumer, if you're not educated in that, you will not realize when you are getting the wool pulled over your eyes. So everything that I personally endorse, I use on my body. I will not tell somebody to do something that I personally wouldn't do. And I have found that this has worked for me, and in hopes that a lot of this can work for a lot of other women, because we don't talk about this stuff. And a lot of us is suffering in silence. So I made the uncomfortable comfortable through humor, education, and fun, because I like to have fun too.
Well, explain some of the products you have, because on Real Truth and Power, we really want to provide some powerful health, information for our people. Talk about some of the products you have and how they can help out our sisters in the Black community.
Well, one thing that I really am working hard to build is a community of Black women that have these natural products. So I know how to make all this stuff myself, but I know that there is strength in numbers and there's strength in community. Therefore, I can do more of my advocacy if I outsource and collaborate with other women in particular. I do things with men as well, but I really want to build that true sisterhood of community, business, and wellness, because the true wealth is being well. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if your health goes down in the toilet, you're not thinking about money. You're thinking about everything. What can I do to prolong my life? And so many times in our community, we don't think about this until a doctor or someone tell us, oh, you're sick. And you're like, well, what can I do? What can I do? No, let's start doing preventative measures first. And if you find yourself already in a situation where your health is not where you want it to be, where it's not ideal, then there are things that you can do in order to help heal your body naturally. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I'm not just speaking this, I live this. I actually had a stroke when I was 26 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And I was paralyzed from the waist down. And so I was told, basically, you're not going to walk again. I lost my short-term memory, which just basically means that anything that happened within a year prior to me having the stroke, I had no recollection of it. So I had a daughter within that time, like 6 months. I didn't even remember that I had a daughter.
What?
No, I didn't even recall. And I had a very difficult birth. So to forget something like that, because we had to go into emergency, and a lot of Black women, we have hard births, and they don't listen to us when we say we're having issues. And so I went through a lot, and the fact that now I'm walking, I'm dancing, I can do all the things that they told me I could not do. And I know that was due to my faith and due to making drastic changes in the way that what I put in my mind, and also what I put in and on my body. And so I am like a walking billboard for what I preach. I just don't go out there and be like, well, you need to do this, that, and the third. And then they're like, well, how do you know? Well, baby, because baby girl, I lived it. I don't supposed to be before you today, but I'm here. I'm here to let you know that you are in the driver's seat of your health. Don't let nobody tell you that you have a death sentence. If you accept that, then that's on you. But I'm here to tell you there are things that you can do that's natural that can flip your health and go into the reverse to help you, because I had leaky heart valves, I had lupus. I mean, the list goes on. And now I go to the doctor, I'm like, I don't see lupus anymore. Like, what did you do? Like, what? And I'm like, But But you're not going to understand because you're telling me to take these 12 pills every day with these 4 inhalers. And now I don't even have to take it anymore. I don't take medication. I don't live taking medication all day long like I used to do before. I had 12 medications I had to take round the clock, along with 4 different inhalers. A lot of it was really harsh chemicals that was steroid-based, that breaks down the bones, break down your mind, mess with your psychosis of your thinking ability. And over time, I was able to detox, purge my body, and get it back on a track that I was able to manage my health without the use of a lot of Western medicine. Now, I'm not telling people to stop taking their medicine if they own it, because it's a process. It's a process that you have to go through in order to stop taking the medicine, because once you're taking a lot of medicine for a prolonged amount of time, you are adversely conditioning your body to be dependent on a substance, no matter if it's legal or not. And so your body levels, your chemicalization of your body is not going to be totally balanced until you give it what you've been giving it for years. And so I'm not telling anybody to stop taking all the medication, but there's a way that you can tear down small, little by little, and giving your body little by little what it needs, and you can totally get off of all that stuff, because I know, because I've done it. It takes time, but it's doable.
Well, first of all, I gotta commend you, Miss Tina. That is Sister Tina. That's just a powerful story. I wasn't even aware of your story. I was just trying to get the information out to the people, and I mean, that's just amazing for you to overcome that and use, holistic kind of products. Talk about some of the items you have available for our sisters.
One of my main items that I endorse and push the most is because it does so much and it costs so little. Because many times, now I know I use a lot of different things. However, some things are not priced in such a way that everyone can use it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and I think it's just created that way so that some will not have versus some will have. And so, even though I know I love essential oils, I love anything plant-based, I love anything that's natural. However, what I switch my gears towards finding things that are truly natural, that are truly beneficial, and it doesn't cost you that much of money. This is one of them. I have 5 lines. These are called jewel pads. Okay. These are amazing because of what it does. We have like 5 different variations. This is the heavy, super heavy. This is the heavy. This is the moderate. These are our panty liners. And basically, this is wellness in a pack. Did you know that most of the sanitary napkins on the market today has a lot of different toxic chemicals? In fact, they're made from recycled garbage. So the things that you go in the store and get and you think they're safe, most of them are made from recycled garbage, wood pulp. They have acetones in it, things that's used in your car tires. And what it does is that they clean it because they're using things from a landfill. So they clean it, put it through the 7-step system. And then after they clean it, they use bleach or chlorine, whatever you want to call it. And what that creates is carcinogen, and one in particular is dioxin. And when you look up dioxin, you will see how dioxin has been linked to cancer. And you will see how dioxin actually messes with your neurological. It can give you neurological disorders, infertility. It can mess with fibroids, endometriosis. It can even mess up the woman's womb in such a way that anything, meaning our beautiful babies, that is inside our womb, our body is so toxic that we give it to our children. So whatever sicknesses and everything we have going on, the womb is toxic, and anything that goes in the womb, whether it affects the DNA, the structure of our babies, of us, because our body is constantly fighting. Every single month we use these pads and these toxic tampons. It's fighting to get rid of it, but we're constantly putting on ourselves, and we don't know there's a problem. No one talks about it. We don't know that this is an issue. And Black women are affected more so than any other race. based on studies. It's not something that I went out and got. It's out there on the internet. Because last year in the United States, over 600,000 hysterectomies was performed. Just in the United States. We're not talking about international, just in the United States. And out of that number, 500,000 was accounted for women of color. So it's a problem that we're having. Women are suffering in silence. They're having heavy, unnatural cycles, and they think it's normal. They're having this unpleasant odor. They're having all these issues that are psychologically messing with your emotional makeup and your body. And they go to get relief, and then the only option we're usually given is a hysterectomy. It's no, well, maybe you should change your diet. No, that we usually don't get that. Change your diet. Or maybe check your pad. Maybe it's the tampons that you're using. No, we don't get that. For the average woman, you need to get a hysterectomy. But what is a hysterectomy in essence? It's taking out your womb, your ability to produce life. And that is a big thing. So we're constantly looking at building wealth for our families, leaving a legacy. Even if you do all that stuff, say for example, you accomplish all that stuff, but what use is it if you don't have someone to leave it to? True legacy is the people, not the things. True legacy is carrying on your name, sharing your story, and passing it on to generations. And sadly, we account for most of the hysterectomies in the United States, which means that at some point, our legacy, our family line is going to cease to exist. So that's why I go deep and heavy in the community, because these are things we're not talking about. These are the things that we're suffering with, and these are the things that has to change, and we have to start being in the driver's seat of our health. And that's all women. But we are greatly affected because we don't talk about it. We like, oh, we can't talk about that. I'm like, no, honey. That's why we're suffering. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to have a little sip and flow party. But we're going to talk about these issues, and then I'm going to give you some solutions that I feel that can totally help you, because it has helped me. It has changed me. It has changed my daughter. No, it's not normal to have a long, heavy cycle. That's not normal. We have been conditioned to think that that's normal. It's not normal. It's not normal to be in pain. And I'm going to tell you, since I've been using these, I don't cramp. My cycle went from 7 days to 3 days.
What?
7 days to 3 days. Because the graphene strip, this right here has graphene in it. Let me see, can I open one so I can show you how the strip looks?
Okay,
you don't have to be scared now. You don't have to be scared, viewers. No. Now I know.
The brothers don't know too much about this, so don't scare me. Don't throw something I don't want to see.
Y'all don't have to be scared. It's just the pad, but one of the best pads ever. I'm just showing you the liner. This is the liner. I don't know with the lighting. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it has like a strip in it. We are the only company in North America that has this Nobel Prize winning technology. Graphene actually received a Nobel Prize in 2010. You just don't get a Nobel Prize for just any old thing. It has to be something that's going to affect mankind in a large way. So why
let me go back. You saying that product, people involved with that product received the Nobel Peace Prize. That's crazy. We didn't receive the prize. The people who discovered graphene actually received the Nobel Prize in 2010. The reason why is because graphene is flexible, it's natural, it's durable, and it does all these things, and yet it's 200 times stronger than steel. Graphene harnesses natural energy for number one, because all our bodies have energy in it. It has natural energy, and graphene actually has so many wellness benefits. And why do you think the company see it necessary to put something like that in a sanitary napkin for all purposes? Like, why would we put that in a pad? It's because when a woman is cleansing herself or purification on her cycle, she's ridding her body of waste. However, what she don't realize is most of the things that we're using is actually putting the waste back up in your body, causing other problems that we don't usually see.
into years down the road. And so not only is this natural and it has no chemicals, no toxins, everything is plant-based, but it also has that graphene, and graphene helps with relieving stress. It helps with controlling bacteria. This thing is a 99.9% natural bacteria killer. It's a carbon atom. Look it up. Wow. And it eliminates inflammation. It controls odor. It enhances the metabolism. It helps improve hormonal secretions. And you know, when women and girls going through their cycle, they have hormonal fluctuations, but we thinking that's normal to come along with a cycle. And a lot of times it's because of the chemicals that's inside the stuff that's causing our bodies to go off balance. And then it also helps with relieving body fatigue. We're usually very fatigued, very tired during our cycles. And it helps with dysmenorrhea, which is very, very terrible abdominal cramps, which is very common with women. And I was one, my daughter was one, but we don't cramp anymore. But the big thing that graphene does, and I need you to like listen up, everybody. Graphene actually strengthens your immune system.
Oh, man.
It strengthens your immune system. So the thing is, our number one seller is these panty liners. The reason why is because women with a cycle and without a cycle use our panty liners. But also men use our panty liners.
Hold on.
What? I knew it. Let me explain to you how the men use it. The men actually use our panty liners, not traditional like we use it, okay? They use it in their shoes because graphene pulls toxins out your body. So instead of, you know how we put Dr. Scholl's in our shoes to help with our, so they will put these inside of the soles of their shoes to help with pain. And it also helps them like it helps us because graphene is natural and it get the toxins and stuff out of your body, along with helping with pain. So this is why we can't hardly keep this in stock, is because everybody across the board can use these panty liners in some way, shape, or form. We even had a man that had cancer, and he was like wetting the pad and putting it over the top of his plate. Now this is what he said, because we don't make any health claims, but he taped it on his oh my goodness, prostate, because his prostate was inflamed and large. He had prostate cancer. And, you know, you had to get a lot of different tests and different stuff done. And so he had his 3-month checkup, and he was doing that every single day. And his prostate shrunk. His prostate shrunk over time, being consistent, using the graphene. We have people that buy our pads just to take the strip out to use it. Graphene actually harness natural energy. You can actually take a 7-watt light bulb, take the strip out of this pad, and actually light. It illuminates.
That is crazy. If you're just tuning in, we're here with our sister Tina Ramsey. Please, we got to get this information out to our people. Hit that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit the like and the share. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe and hit that alert bell on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, bam. I got to ask you, why don't sisters or just the Black community, or why do we lack a lot of this knowledge about, you know, the holistic and products like yourself? Why is this information out there for us?
Because we're afraid. And we have been taught subconsciously, because everything is not directly frontal. Subconsciously, we have been trained to just want to have fun, just to relax, take an ease in a way. And we work very, very hard. So yeah, we tired, but it's easy to close our eyes to a situation, especially when it's not affecting us. We normally start thinking about it or dealing with it once we start having problems. But I'm really working on changing the trajectory of the younger generation, and also talking with ones in our age bracket, so that they can start making the changes, so that the generation behind us will know that there are things that we can do. Our lineage, our heritage, we only lived on the land. It's only when we got over here and start doing different stuff and getting modernized that we left our normal way of living on the land. We stopped doing that because everything got modernized. We wanted everything quick and fast, and we just literally just got away. And then it's the way food is processed, environmental issues, different things affect the way our body and the way that we think and the way that we do things and what we see on television and in magazines and different stuff like that. So it's a problem, but it's a problem that can be fixed, but it has to be through informing and educating. And I always like to do it in a fun way. I can be really, really serious. However, I know that these are hard topics to sometimes talk about on the open platform. Therefore, I make it easy for me to be able to talk to young girls, be able to talk to that mom who may be struggling in silence, because we're taught, even when we're in pain, you got to keep hustling. You got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep doing this right. You strong, you strong. And anything that comes with being weak, or you can be considered weak, quote unquote, which is being sick, nobody wants to talk about it. And so you find out about it after the fact. Maybe they have passed away. And then you find out, oh, well, you know, such and such and such had cancer. Or no, such and such been sick for years. And you just didn't know because we don't talk about it. HealTheHoneyPot.com, and that's one word. We're all about having those healthy conversations that's untraditional in order to make those conversations traditional. These conversations should not be something that we don't talk about. It should not be something that we feel ashamed of or afraid of. What we should be afraid of is not talking about it and then have to suffer later, or someone in our family or friends. Because the truth of the matter is, this old saying that people say all the time, what you don't know can't hurt you, that's not true. What right. You don't know can hurt you, and it is hurting us. And so it has to be people that are willing to put themselves on the line to talk about it in order to help everybody. And so our company took that upon ourselves. We're not just all about natural products. We are about education and advocacy and true support within the community of spreading with word of mouth what's going on. Our company, HealTheHoneyPot.com, only put jewels on our honey pot. So many people are like, well, I saw you in Target. No, that's not me. Right. But I'm happy for my sister though. So you can support her and you can support me as well. But we have jewel pads. We're the only company in North America that has this graphene technology. Everybody knows about this graphene technology internationally, and they have been using it for a long time. We are just late getting the information, and it's big money to keep us sick. It's big money. So this, if you go on my website, I have it at a 40% discount. You only spend $6 per pack, no matter what flow you are. We're not discriminating. Like, oh, you're a heavy flow, you got to pay extra money. No. $6 per pack. That's a 40% discount because these are $10 per pack. You go on my website, it gets shipped to you. It's coming from Georgia. You get it super fast. $6. So you telling me $6 is not, you're not worth $6. The price is priced in such a way so that no matter if you live in the projects or you live in the suburbs, you can get this.
And drop that website again.
It's tina.jewelpads.com. That's tina.jewelpads.com. Or you can go and learn some more about what we are doing at healthehoneypot.com. That's one word. That's healthehoneypot.com. One word. Type it all together.
Now, before I let you go,
you'll see my face.
Before I let you go, you mentioned something, and I see you have a lot of knowledge about health. Talk about things people can do during the coronavirus, especially because we're in the Maryland area. I'm in the Maryland area. We're like shut down. Everything's shut down. Talk about some things as far as eating or some health tips you recommend for our people to just stay up and healthy, and so maybe something, that you do on your website with your company that can assist us, in this crisis.
Well, there are a lot of things that you can do that don't cost as much money as you think. Like I said, one of these individuals actually put in these panty liners in their masks so that when they breathe, because graphene is a 99.9% bacteria killer, it kills the bacteria before it even gets to you. So a lot of people are lining their masks with this because of the technology and how it kills bacteria, and
Wow,
also
that's
it
crazy.
strengthens your immune system. So they have some graphene masks out, but they're very, very expensive. So you can this, well, I'm not gonna say very, very expensive, but if you have a family of 4 or a family of 6 and everyone has got to pay $25 for one mask, that adds up when money is tight. Whereas you can buy maybe 25 of the regular surgical masks, buy one pack of these for $6, it's 30 in the pack. Put that in your mask, and there you go. You can add some natural essential oils inside, like let's see, thieves. You can add in some this is something that I do because it's a natural antibiotic, which is oregano. Now, oregano is a very pungent, very strong essential oil and just strong herb in itself, but it
Right.
has many different properties in it that actually helps or assists with boosting the immune system naturally. And also, once if you are sick, it acts as a natural antibiotic and it's not expensive. Another thing that helps is lemon, drinking lemon water, warming, doing things that are, the main problem with the virus is that you have an onslaught of a lot of mucus in your bronchial tubes, which cause them to spasm, which limits the amount of air that can get into your lungs that can carry the blood flow throughout your body. If you eliminate the mucus, then you can get to a better solution with your problem. The problem is you have to use, once, if it's really, really bad, you have to use ventilators to try to give yourself that artificial air just to keep you alive. So drinking warm things like teas, peppermint tea, oregano, echinacea, things that boost the immune system. Turmeric. Turmeric is another thing, or some people say turmeric, some people say turmeric. It just depends. It's orange. It's a nice herb. Normally Indians use it in all of their foods. It helps with digestion. It helps with naturally boosting the immune system. It helps with pain. You can make it into a paste if you're having problems. It helps with whitening your teeth. It helps with getting impurities out of your skin. And you can make it in a tea. You can actually add it into your foods. Very inexpensive. You can get quality organic turmeric for less than $10. And now Amazon have a little bit of good quantities of it that they can actually ship to your home, so you have to go out and get it. I prefer organic, but if you can't get organic, just make sure that you get some. You have anything that's vitamin C, anything that actually helps with vitamin D, because vitamin D is what we need in order to be able to rid our body of toxins and chemicals, and also enable your body to absorb minerals and absorb nutrients. So being that we're stuck in the house, you can like open your blinds or whatever and make sure you get as much vitamin D as possible. It actually acts as a natural serotonin, vitamin D, because you can get depressed because we're stuck in the house, get anxious. So it helps. Another one, if you notice that you're having problems with your heart, and you can, or fluctuations, you can use an essential oil called Lang Lang. It's YLANG. That's YLANG. That, I nicknamed it the Heart Happy essential oil because it smells good. It helps with a whole lot of different things, not just your heart, not just anxiety. It actually helps with your libido. It does a whole lot of different things, but it's all natural. If all else fails, you can purchase you one of those vitamin D lamps that you can purchase. It provides that artificial light that mimics what we get in nature. A lot of people in Alaska use it because they have a lot of dark seasons. And so I personally have one. I didn't think all the hoopla was all that about it at first, but like I said, I don't tell anybody to do anything I wouldn't do. So I bought one. And I was like, this thing really works. I was shocked. So it really does work. Many doctors recommend it because especially when you're sick. You need that vitamin D. Of course, let's see, onions, yes, they stink, yeah, but they have many different properties that actually pull toxins out your body. So any essential oil, any type of like if you feel sick, you can slice an onion, put it in the soles of your shoe or in your socks and sleep with it. Or if you can take the smell, what it's going to do, it's going to pull all of that out of your body. It's going to pull toxins out. And you can get a bag of onions for like $3-4.
Right.
Yes, it's going to be stinky. I'm not going to say it's going to be stinky, but who cares if it's doing what it's supposed to do? You can always take you a shower afterwards. Those are some things just off the top of my head that I can think of, but there's many other things that you can actually do in order to get through this, and along with diffusing essential oils, and also taking a pot, and you can put Himalayan salt in it, and take a towel or something and put it over your head and breathe in warm vapors. That will open up your immune system. That will open up your bronchial tubes. That will help.
I used to do that when I was younger for my mucus, believe it or not.
Yeah, it'll get it out. It'll get it out. Now, some people might not want to do this, but it actually works, is a neti pot. If you can get over pouring something in your nose, it actually works. It gets the mucus out of your throat and out of your nose. So if you have like a real bad sinus infection, now listen, let me make sure I say this disclaimer. Do not use regular tap water to do this.
It's got to be like distilled or something?
Yeah, distilled, but I prefer boiling it because you never know if it's truly distilled unless you do it yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
So put it in the water, boil it, then let it cool down, put it in there, mix it up with a little salt packet, and then you can diffuse it out. And clean your nose, and you'll be amazed at how much sinus pressure it relieves and what all the different things that it does in regards to cleaning your nasal passages and not allowing stuff to get in your body.
Well, I wanted to thank you. First of all, I did not know you was going to hit me with your story like that, having a stroke, having a baby, not remembering having a baby, that's tough right there, because that's one of the most life-changing things that can happen in your life that you don't even remember. And to be able to start using good products and fixing your body, and like you said, being here today to share your story is powerful. And then your product. So we're going to see a lot of brothers with the liners in the mask and in the shoes, not telling anybody, but that's okay. That's okay as long as we stay healthy. So I just want to thank you so much. Anything you want to share before I let you go? I mean, it just was a powerful interview. And please, before I let you go, let me ask you, because you have so much knowledge, do you offer classes or counseling about, health and stuff like that in your product?
I'm a certified female wellness and empowerment coach. I decided to just focus on females, but I'm certified to talk with anyone. I can talk with anyone in regards to homeschooling. I can talk to anyone in regards, because I'm a homeschooler as well. And I do a lot of consultations, customizing things for your family, not for the masses, for you.
Let me hold you right there, because I got to ask you about the homeschooling. That's very important. A lot of people right now are having to deal with public schools, which actually suck. I was forced, I said, I got to get my kids in private school. It hurts me, my pocket. But I couldn't do it. I went through public schools, and I knew that just the focus retention they would have. But homeschooling is something I feel that our people should look at. Talk about things you can recommend homeschooling, things you do to help people that are interested in homeschooling.
Well, like I said, I create customized lesson plans. I also created some curriculum. I do have some classes that's coming along with Black History, teaching it all year around. I'm working on that behind the scenes. I also collaborate with other different people on different projects and different things. Many times you don't realize that it takes a team in order to create a curriculum, and then they pull in knowledgeable individuals that know about different stuff, such as myself and other people that can give their suggestions on what needs to be done, especially in regards to things that is for a certain people. And it's certain things that we need as Black people that is representing us. And so what I found is that during homeschooling, things are not necessarily geared towards us, but we use it because that's all we have. And it's a process. It takes time. I did not start homeschooling because I wanted to. I had to, for the simple fact that I came from public school background as well. And so I never even envisioned myself being a homeschool mom because I was the one that went in and I taught in public school.
Oh, wow.
So to change, I was the one that they called in when there was problems. So I was a behavior technician. So I would come in and work with children that had the so-called behavior problems. And doing my work, I learned that it's not necessarily a behavior problem with these children that has been labeled as a problem child. It's a breakdown of communication. And due to the system being broken, a lot of children that are brilliant and smart, they just learn a different way, has been isolated and put in these little classes and taught that there are different. Yes, we all are different. No, there's no one person the same, even if you are a twin. You are still different in some way. But the school system is catered to one type of learning. And so anybody that falls out of that threshold of learning the way that the structure was built on, they're deemed as something wrong with them. Like my son has high functional autism and some other learning differences. The school really wasn't able to facilitate a quality learning experience for my child. It broke down his self-esteem. To this day, I still have to work with him on different things of confidence because it has been imprinted on his brain because of he had to be isolated. He had to be put in a special needs class. And I do not like that term. I like the term learning differences, because it's just simply a different way that some children learn. It's not wrong. It's not right. It's just the way that we learn. Some of us, we need hand-in-hand, hands-on activities to learn and be able to process, and some of us don't. Why is it that we're labeling these children as something's wrong with them when they just simply need to be taught from a different angle? And that angle is not wrong. And so I was an advocate for children in special needs. Like I said, I prefer learning differences, but it takes a lot. And I was one person going against thousands, and it just broke me down. And then I just had to finally realize that I can't change the system. However, I can change what I do, and I can help individuals who are on that journey and just don't know what to do. They want to do it, but they're like, I don't know. I don't think I'm capable. Do I have to have a PhD in order to teach your children? No, you don't. I mean, many of us do have that, but you don't have to have that. And it's different things that you can have. And my consultation is customized. I mean, I have had some schools that's overseas and over here behind the scenes that came to me to plan their lesson plans for them. They came to a homeschooler to plan their school stuff.
Wow. So go ahead.
So the thing is, you can do it. You have already been doing it. You have already been homeschooling from the time your child was born. You've been teaching them about their life, teaching them how to do different things. That is what school is. We just got into putting things in a closed environment, and I'm not dissing public school because some things people can get from it.
Oh, without a doubt.
But I'm saying that does not work for everyone.
Exactly.
And it got to the point where it didn't work for me no longer. And I was shocked when I finally took the plunge to do it, because they told me my child will never be able to read, will never be able to talk, will never do this, that, and the third. And I made it my personal goal to turn that list of don'ts into a list of do's. And so my child is the most social child that I know, even though he's high functional autistic. He actually can read now. He can spell because he has very, very bad severe dyslexia.
Okay.
So the fact that he can even spell any is a breakthrough. And the curriculum that I helped develop, which is kinetic spelling for active learners, was created because of him. Everyone want to know, how did you get your child to do that? How is he not on medication and he has ADD? And he has high functioning autism? What are you doing? And so that's why it was created. It was created to give a positive platform for children who learn differently, something to boost their confidence and help them see that, hey, somebody thought enough of me to create something with me in mind that I can actually do that is catered to my needs. And so that's what I do with my families. I cater their homeschool experience to them. None of my plans are the same because every family is different.
Well, I want to thank you so much for dropping the knowledge to our people and your products. I gotta have you on again because, man, I got so many more questions. Please let the people know where they can contact you, get your products again, and if they want to talk to you about homeschooling, drop your website and contact information for the people.
Okay, if you want to get in contact with me about coming to your place when this coronavirus is over, you can contact me at healthehoneypot.com. That's one word, healthehoneypot.com. Click info, which is the email, and then you send me an email, and then we can work that out. Also, if you want to get our jewel pads, you go to tina.jewelpads.com. That's tina.jewelpads.com. I am on 3 social media platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I am on Twitter, but I'm not on there all the time. You can follow me at Homeschooling in Oils. I have a following over there where I speak on everything that no one likes to talk about, but they're suffering with. So I bring that to light, show you different curriculum, how it looks inside before you buy. Also teach you how to do curriculum if you are on a tight budget. And we talk about how to address the emotional impact of children learning with learning differences and the family structure. We talk about a lot of things. I show some different reviews and gadgets and stuff that I found that was really good, but not that they don't break the budget. And that's dealing with health and wellness. And you can follow me at Heal the Honey Pot on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. And you can follow me from my profile. I do healthy conversations every Sunday at 9 p.m. where I talk about different topics that mostly affect women and relationships, along with health and wellness, because we are going to help you heal your mind, your body, and your honey pot. And we're going to have some fun while we're doing it, okay?
Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you again. I want to thank you. And please, everybody, again, before we let Miss Tina go, hit that like and share button on YouTube. Please hit the like, subscribe, and hit that alert bell so, you know, we can get more information out to the people. This is definitely needed. You know, powerful conversation, health issues, great items to buy for your health and everything. And I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you and share your story with me once again.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.